All right, so I did not expect this day to be as big as this day was. Uh, but I got up this morning and my Canada Post app on my phone had a notification for me. So I knew that I was expecting an Amazon package today. Uh, but not only that, uh, one of our movie club members here and great guy Danuch actually had something come my way. I had I know what one or two of the things are, but I don't know what they all are. Um, so I've opened up the box. Hey, Javid. And I'm going to dive into that. We're going to talk about Severin's big announcement today as well. We will also mention Vinegar Syndrome and their update. Just watching my last video. This should be fun, Javid. There's actually, if I count, there's quite a few titles in there. Hey, Danuch, welcome to, dude. This is your video. I spelled your thing wrong. I will correct that afterwards. So this was way, way bigger than I expected. So this is the box, by the way. So that that is awesome. So haven't had a chance to look at or anything like that. So I guess what we do, we'll just like put it in hand and just like take something out, and we'll see which of these I know, and some see if there's anything here that I don't know, which is also would be an awesome thing. So let me just open this up here so I can actually see your comments because they don't always come up on the screens. Hey, Will, welcome, dude. I just hear message. I see everything doesn't come up on the screen. Oh, I've been wanting this. So you guys know I'm like big on like kind of Christmassy horror and stuff like that, and I don't own this one. So this is actually a region B1, so this is actually going to be kind of cool. Oh, but it's region free apparently. It doesn't matter. I have a region free player, so I'm good either way. But it is offerings. Now, this is an odd little film. It's been ages since I've seen offerings. So, as you guys know, I'm coming up for the holiday horror section. Pretty good. I mean, before I go any farther, let me tell you how this day went, because this is a bit interesting. At least I think so. So today I went to work, and it was like it was a hectic but fun day. Like there's a lot of people out there right now. I was talking to my TL a bit, and because I said, I need to take my break early because there's a package coming, and it looks like it's arrived. And where I'm at home by myself right now, it was raining outside, like bordering on slush snow actually. Um, she's awesome, so she said, okay, take your break now, it's okay. So I literally booted it home. That's a Newfoundland saying. Booted it means runs fast to go home. I think that's the kind of phrase. Anyway, so I get home and I can see like the Scream Factory package, but I can't see the one from Danuch. And then I open up my door and say, well, did they leave like a note here? I look in the back, like in my backyard, see if they left it there. I open up my door, and the first thing that I don't, keys still in my still in my pocket at this point. So I forgot to lock my door, and right inside my door is the package. So I get the package, and I just like slice it, put it on top, and say, okay, I'll go through it when I get back. I get halfway up to work, and I'm like, okay, I've got three cats. That door was unlocked, obviously, and hopefully it wasn't open. So I get to work and I'm kind of panicking. So luckily I get it early. So I again run home as fast as I can, do a cat count before anything. I don't check. I don't like. I didn't care if anybody like came in and burgled my films or my entertainment system or any of that type of stuff. I counted the cats right away. I went like one, two, three, three cats. Thank God. But yeah, so that was my day, and it was tiring. My better half is home. Well, not home here. She's home in Morocco, and she's got her condo and she's resting right now because she's got a big party tomorrow, and hopefully she has a blast. So offerings. Thank you, Danuch. I'm actually really interested in seeing this one again. What company put this one out? Moonstone. Who is Moonstone? I don't know Moonstone. What is this? 101 Films, Silent Night, Bloody Night, The Homecoming. So I remember the original Silent Night, Bloody Night, which came out in 75, I'm going to say, 75, 76, somewhere in that area. It had John Carradine in it. And basically it was about this guy that, he comes back home after a long period of time. And people are being killed. So this is a sequel? They did a sequel? I did not know this thing existed. So that's new for me. So the abandoned home of Wilfred Butler, a wealthy but troubled man who committed suicide in 1987. Oh, is this a remake? Is this a remake, Danuch? Did they remake Silent Night, Bloody Night? I did not know that they remade Silent Night, Bloody Night. And I love 101 Films, so always glad to have another one there. I love the cover on this. The plot line is very similar to the original. Just before, through those many years after Wilfred's death, Jeffrey and his lawyer appear in town. So that's similar. So I'm gonna guess they took certain elements of it. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm intrigued. Christmas horror movies that I don't know are always intriguing to me. What is this? Okay. I love it when it's things that I don't. So Altitude. I don't know if I've seen this one either. I think I've seen a trailer for this one. So Juliana Jewell from Friday 13th. Is that the one that did like the that scene in Friday the 13th? Is that the one? Is that the girl I'm thinking about? Ooh, this sounds really good actually. Yeah, this is definitely up my alley. So there's special features on this one. Okay, we got a commentary, behind the scenes, Green Storm featurette. So I don't know this one either, and I love the inside part. That's always cool. When it's something that I love blind spots. I love like having stuff that I don't have that I know, but I love blind spots. Now this one I have seen, but I've never owned it. So Studio Canal put it out. Eli Roth's Clown. Now this is chilling. If you've never seen Clown, definitely it's one to check out. I enjoyed it. He does a great job in the role, and it's a movie that it's not slow in the start. Like it pretty much starts things start to happen right away, and there is like a bit of grotesqueness to it. And that's the one you're in, right? Yeah. So I have to look for your scene, by the way. I would definitely do that. That's an awesome film to be in too, because this was a pretty big deal back in the day. Like Clown was like one of those. My hair is like a clown right now, actually. But Clown was actually, in all seriousness, this was a pretty big deal. I was always, yeah, he's. You remember you're in the crowd scene, right? What scene? Let us know what scene you're in again, because I need to look for it. I love this film actually. I really do. Well, I know a lot of people hate on Eli Roth, but Eli Roth is a lot like me, I think. Oh, there's like a letter in here and everything. I did not see the letter. Should I read the letter out loud? I hope you enjoyed the movies. Watching 31 Days of Live Horror was fun. Thanks for doing that. I think I remember saying one of your videos that you liked AC/DC. Had an AC/DC keychain laying around and figured, oh, there's a keychain in here? Yes, I love AC/DC actually. I grew up in, I'm originally from Newfoundland, and AC/DC is like one of those groups that you have to love in the area that I'm from. I love their greatest hits out, like Who Made Who, with the. Oh wow, okay. So I'm actually super excited about this one. So this is Wake and Fright. I have not seen this one in a very long time. This was made the year I was born, actually, when I figured out how old I am. I think it was really nice of him to do it, actually. Because at the time, like the tragedy happened and they needed someone to come in. I'm not sure if he's doing it. Is he still doing it now? But Axl Rose came in and stepped up, and that's, at the end of the day, that's one of the big things is like just stepping up. And I gained a lot of respect for Axl for that. Like Brian Johnson, for me, he's the man. Of course, I like the original, but I love Brian Johnson. He's still doing it. Okay, I haven't really checked out a lot of his stuff, but Axl Rose has a great voice. Brian Johnson is really hard to compare to. And the original, oh my God, I can't remember his name right now. The guy that did Jailbreak, 74 Jailbreak. With Brian, oh, excellent. But who was it with? It was, it's killing me. Who is the original singer of AC/DC? He literally lived a super like rock star life. Like he died like a rock star, like a lot of big rock stars die. I went to see GNR. Are they good still? Because who is it with Axl now? Bon Scott, thank you. I was a huge Bon Scott fan, so I should know that. I listened to a bit. My sister, who's obviously younger, my younger sister, she knows Rage Against the Machine. She introduced me to Rage Against the Machine. I do like them, but at first I wasn't quite sure. So it's kind of cool to know that they're back together. So, ooh, the Kangaroos. We know, Danuch, that this is one that my better half so not going to watch with me, and you know why. God, I love the booklets for BFI. It's BFI Eureka, yeah. And you know what I really love about Eureka? This is the one cool thing about collecting Eureka, guys. Their spines are so freaking colorful. Favorite AC/DC song? Just have a drink on me. For me, I think me and my friend used to sing "She Shook Me All Night Long." We'd be at the pool hall, and he'd start singing it at one side, and I'd start singing it at the other, and we'd 9 times out of 10 be looking at certain ladies that we were hoping would shake us all night long. Oh God. Salvage. Okay, this is what I'm really curious about. This is the one that's like Happy Death Day, right? But before Happy Death Day, like a more serious Happy Death Day. They're doing that cover again. I don't know if it's like in Rec, and oh God, there's so many movies like that use this cover with the girl like with her arm out like that. And it almost became like the floating head thing, Like you'd see a lot of covers that like the movies are completely different, but they all have like a girl, and she's kind of like going forward, and her hands coming like that. Rec tends to be like kind of the most famous version of that. Salvage. Okay, I want to see this. I really do. I'm actually really, because I'm a huge fan of like these type of films. Absentia is another one that has this cover. I remember that. What? There's a lot of stuff here, dude. Kind of waiting. I want to get to that AC/DC thing too. Come on, we yet. I'll eventually get to it. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's. Oh, what is this one? Tattoo. I'm guessing this is not the original Tattoo, so what is this one? There's so many movies I'm behind on, apparently. So this is the AC/DC one, which rocks. And I am going to definitely use that. I'm an AC/DC fanatic. My better half is sleepy right now, but she wants to kind of see this tomorrow, she told me. Yeah, She Shook Me All Night Long. There's my favorite. Thunderstruck, too. I love Thunderstruck. So this reminds me of a Books of Blood type of thing, Is that like an empty like bodysuit? I'm intrigued. I don't know this company either. Should be fun. I have lots and lots of movie watching to do. Aha! She did get it for me. This was a German film. I do still collect DVDs, Ragman. DVDs, Blu-rays, VHS, Laserdiscs. Eventually, I'll get some beta as well, and I want to get some CDs down the road. All formats. I'm not a snob for any formats. So this is the Mondo Macabre had a sale, and this one was on sale, and Danuch got it for me. Thank you, by the way, for all of this. But I wanted this one because I knew it was going into print, and I do love these type of films. These are great. This my better half is going to watch with me. This is the one that I can't watch without her. Because these are like kind of fun, insane. Oh, I have a Laserdisc player, yeah. Right, my Super Nintendo's right on top of there. Hey, George, welcome. So this movie's crazy. So, I'm not sure, did you get a copy of it yourself, Danuch, as well? Because if you've ever seen this, if you ever looked at a trailer of this film, it's nuts, and I love that type of thing. Virgins from Hell. What country is this one again? Indonesia. It's cool. I mean, like, there's a 70 minutes of like trailers from the studio that made Virgin's Hell, like as the bonus disc. And I love trailer tapes too, so that was like an extra incentive on this one here for me. I'm a huge fan of this film, and I just like that style of film. I like the crazy stuff, like you hear me talk about like people like Cirio Santiago all the time, and you know that is kind of in that ballpark, in the oddness of it. Factory. Ooh. Busload of tourists, six serial killers. Welcome to the factory. Yeah, I'm gonna dig this. Anybody know this one? Potty Mouth Productions. Love that. This ends. See, this is a cool cover. It looks foreboding. Kind of makes you want to check it out. She is like she's way more fun than me. She's she is she's one of those people that gets along with everybody. Like she just automatically blends right in with whatever situation, wherever she goes. She's always like that. It does give the house an Antidillo, but like there's 6 serial killers. So I'm actually kind of, that is cool. Ooh, I know what this is. Oh, there's 2 of these, right? Yeah. I got to like take pictures of these, by the way, and show them to my kids because they're gonna freak. Because they're both Takeshi Miike fans, and they're both fans of this. Because this was originally, if I remember correctly, a manga, and that is MPD Psycho. So I am, after this video, by the way, I'll be taking pictures of these to send it to my kids, because this is a way to get them to visit me, Danuch. That is massive and awesome, and thank you. Oh, nice. You'll enjoy, George. And thank you so much. I always keep the letters, so let's put the letter over. That's all I can put over in the other spot. So just to show you guys, just to give you like an idea of how much is here, because there's a bit of it. The last time I checked, it was a little bit over 5,000, William, but I've got more since then. But I'm still a long way from where I want to be. Because when you collect, you don't see the movies you got, you see the ones you don't. That is a collector's peril, actually. So, we'll be talking about a lot of stuff tonight, by the way. We're talking about like the Severin label. I'm going to be doing another unboxing right there in a second. This video is sponsored by Danuch, who's the reason that this video exists today. So you all can thank Danuch that we're going to be getting into some kind of really cool stuff today, as opposed to like waiting till tomorrow to do it. So, are you guys ready to see what I picked up? The Amazon-y stuff? Are you curious? So they're both collector's editions. Both of these came, I think, from MGM, originally from their MGM deal. And I was unaware of like what's going to go to print on Scream Factory and what's not. So these here aren't out of print yet, but I did want to take the chance that they might go to print. But I think, which I'm going to watch some of these tomorrow. I think I'm going to watch Virgins from Hell tonight. Hey, Orby, welcome. Or, I don't know. I mean, or the Factory's kind of intrigued me too. I got the Sleepaway Camp ones, and those did go to print. But when I saw them, I didn't know if they were going to have like the slip covers or not. So apparently they both do. I just opened them for the first time. And the first one I picked up is I add to my Stephen King collection by picking up Firestarter, a movie that I saw in theater as a kid and really enjoyed it. And I'll never forget George C. Scott's role in this film. He was chilling, and his character always got to me. The fact that he wanted to get them, that he wanted to like to get to know, and just draw her in. And when she's at her happiest, when he gets her at her happiest spot, to take his hand and go in the bridge of her nose and drive it right into her brain. That was his plan. I remember that. Great film. And the other one I grabbed is one that I couldn't do without. And again, another one that I saw as a kid. One that had Chuck Russell on it. And if Chuck Russell worked on this one, then so did probably, what's his name? Chuck Russell worked a lot with the guy, Frank Darabont. So Frank Darabont probably worked on this too, because they did a lot of the early stuff they did together, and that is Dreamscape. And you can see the snake guy, which has haunted a lot of kids' dreams after watching this movie. I'm a huge fan of that film. If you have never watched Dreamscape, I definitely recommend that you check it out. It's actually pretty cool. Gosh, it's so quiet tonight. Like, we're going to be talking about like Severin stuff and like Vinegar Syndrome stuff. So I guess I'll show you yep, Dennis Quaid. I'll show you the alternate artwork on these here, and then we'll get into the other stuff as well. If you guys want to talk about it, you guys are so chill tonight. Super chill. Danuch, you're quiet, man. I'm going back and forth on which one to watch. After I see Salvage and like look through it and stuff like that, then we can think about talking about Salvage, maybe even on here. All right, so feature-wise, want to go through features? Make it a Salvage night? Okay, let's get that. I think my cat is trying to get up there. He's not having much success, unfortunately. You can do it. You got it. Right on. So, it has a new interview with Dennis Quaid, new Dreamscapes and Dreammakers retrospective, including brand new interviews with Joseph Rubin, co-writer David Lowery, actor David Patrick Kelly, other key members of the special effects team and crew. Nightmares and Dreamscapes looking back at The Snake Man with Craig Reardon. Really excited about that. There may be a cat behind me. I may be being photobombed by a cat. Do you see a cat? Is there a cat in the background? I think there is. A new in-depth conversation between producer Bruce Cohen Curtis and co-producer writer Chuck Russell. Bruce Cohen Curtis. Did he work on not The Seduction? What's the other one called? The Legacy? Did he work on The Legacy? Out of commentary. I gotta check that out. I think he might be the guy that worked on Legacy. So, let's do, this is the cover, so we'll do a look at the alternate artwork, which is actually really good because I do remember it. It's right here. Kind of makes it look like just an Indiana Jonesy type adventure film, though, doesn't it? And not a movie where Snake Monster is going to like haunt your dreams, especially when you're young. Oh, definitely check it out, Danuch. I think it's one that you would enjoy. Dennis Quaid basically plays this guy that has the ability to go into people's dreams, and he is hired to go in and help out people that are having like traumatic experiences, that type of thing, and along with somebody high up in government. Now, what he finds out is that there's also somebody else with that power that's not using it for good. That's using it to influence and try and kill high up members of office. And it's a really trippy, kind of cool film. Definitely worth checking out. I will change the cover in later. I have to scan it first and put it into the system. I got to scan all these again. I got a lot of scanning to do tonight. This one was a little bit the top of it, as you can see. Yeah, exactly. Dream Master is what you mean, I think. Kind of like that. Kind of like Kristen's power in Dream Master. Except like they really have the ability to like kind of like warp they kind of affect the dreams that they're in. Like think like Freddy, basically. They can affect the dreams that they're in. Hence the bad guy with the snake guy that he brings into it. And trust me, you never forget the snake guy. As cheesy as the effect is, you never forget it after you see it. So this one isn't as scrunched up as my other one, so that's always good. But I'm just glad I got the slip covers at all, because so often now you know when you get like Scream Factory stuff, you're never quite sure if it's going to slip cover or not if you got to buy it from Amazon, because because one of these came out in 2016, so that's not exactly. Hey, cat lover, welcome, dude. So I do. That's okay. One of my best friends in high school's name is Aaron, Arron, and he actually introduced himself to me by saying hi. We're at an assembly. I just got back because I was living in Alberta. At the really, is that like which one's earlier, like the Firestarter or Dreamscape? I can't remember which one came out first. He like tapped on my shoulder, and I just got back from Alberta, and he was like, "Hi, I'm Aaron. We're going to be best friends," and we were. Me and Aaron and my friend James, and of course we all know the cover to Firestarter. It's the classic Drew Barrymore cover. She was so tiny right then. Young Drew Barrymore. Before she became like the hot Drew Barrymore. And Drew Barrymore that loves Grease too, so she rules. Feature-wise on this one, there's a new 2K scan, new audio commentary with Mark Lester, who did this movie. There's new interviews. So basically there's like an hour long or so documentary. It's a fun film. It's one that my better half really likes. She was actually excited when I told her that I was going to be buying Dreamscape, because originally I was going to be getting New York Ripper, the Blue Underground edition. But I grabbed 2 Scream Factories instead. Aaron Rodgers? Is that like a baseball player? That sounds like a baseball player name. What do you think, Kat? You think it's a baseball player name? Uh-huh. You do. All right. So, you guys ready to talk about other stuff? Today, oh, I suck at sports. I was a gymnast in school. That was my thing. Not exactly the. It's not the sport that gets the ladies. But Severin made an announcement, a surprising announcement, that I gotta say I didn't expect it. But Severin is putting out the peanut butter solution, and I had a few people. Kathy, you're one. There were one of them that were like, "What the hell is Severin doing?" That's not exactly. Doesn't seem like something in Severin's ballpark, right? All right. So what's going on right now is Severin is starting out a new label called Severin Kids, and that's where they're going to put like movies like Peanut Butter Solution, like more like kids or that type of oriented films. When the Wind Blows. I didn't see that one actually. I missed an announcement. Thank you. So Severin's started this new label. So what I'm guessing is they acquired the rights to a few, definitely a few kids films, along with some of the other stuff that they got. They do now because William Severin is doing a Severin's Kids label, much like, I guess in a way, like you remember when Full Moon did their did the sub labels, and they did like Moonbeam, and you got like Prehysteria and films like that. But those are of course original films that they made. But Severin's doing this. They're doing their own their own kids label. And I'm, obviously from the films that are coming out, they're not like just for young kids, but they're for like, I guess, kids of all ages. And people that are kids at heart will go with that as well. Because I am actually very interested in the Peanut Butter Solution. And When the Wind Blows, which I did not know they were releasing until you guys said, so I missed out on that. I think if I'm correct, they're doing a bundle. They're doing like the 7 bundle thing for one of these, or 1 or 2 of these films, maybe both of them together, or I think there's a Peanut Butter Solution bundle. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure, like, because, guys, I haven't been able to check my social media a lot today. So I did see it on my one break at work. I was running and checking my Facebook. Dark movie, no animation. That's what that really intrigues me. I don't know if I've seen it, which is even better. If I haven't seen it, that's more fantastic, because I love it when I find movies that I haven't seen. That's always a plus. It was a surprise. I don't think anybody saw this one coming. Severin did announce earlier on that they were looking at doing a kids label, but I don't think anybody really kind of like paid much attention to it at the time. And I thought, okay, but that's interesting. But the movies that they're putting out are actually interesting movies, whether you got kids or you just like those type of films. Then I know I have not seen the movie. I got to see it. Then yeah, oh, okay. You have definitely sold me on it, guys. You have definitely sold me on that. On that. Exactly, good way to lock in a future consumer base. Can you imagine? Okay. Well, that being said, can you imagine? Okay. What would be a Vinegar Syndrome kids label? What would you put on a Vinegar Syndrome kids label? Yep. Just stew that over your mind for a second. I'm really surprised. I'm pleasantly surprised, and I'm proud of Severin for doing it. It was a chance. They definitely took a chance with this, and I think it can pay off. I think it can pay off well. And I'm not sure about the rest of you guys, but although it's Severin Kids, they're films that I want. That I'm like looking at, that I'm like, okay, yeah, these are ones I want in my collection. I also have Dragon Ball GT, so just saying. But Peanut Butter Solution is a good film. And the other one I haven't seen, which I do need to see, because you guys have completely sold me on it. Pink Flamingos is definitely not for kids. But I don't know. I can't even imagine what they can do. Though Vinegar Syndrome did make an announcement today, actually. They're hyping up. They're doing the hype train. They're chugging along with the big upcoming Black Friday sale. So let's go to their page and let's read what they had to say. I was actually excited on this one. And what I caught onto was real, it was true, and I was super stoked about it. So Black Friday 3-week update. For those that didn't read this, here we go. And then we'll talk about it. All right, so basically talk again about the fact that Tammy the T-Rex and the Angel Collection are coming out for Black Friday. They do confirm that both the 4K and the regular Blu-ray edition of Tammy the T-Rex will get that 3D lenticular cover that they showed you guys on their website. You could actually look at it. They use a 3D photo to kind of show you what it looked like. They have also confirmed that the Angel Collection is going to be in a hard box collector's edition set, the same as the Anvil set is. So it's going to be one of those big hard box sets like that. I'm very impressed with the Anvil set, and I cannot wait to get the Angel Collection. With that being said, they also announced that there are 2 VSAs coming. But even before that, the big thing, and I picked up on this, but they've confirmed it, is that there's at least 3 more sets coming in 2020. And not just any sets, guys. There's a rare Giallo set that's planned, and Spanish horror. And they didn't say what the third is, or maybe there's 2 Giallo sets and a Spanish horror, I'm not quite sure. But it's going to be interesting to see. There is a thing there where you can like retweet it and like give a response, and you'll get like a chance to win a $50 gift certificate as well. So what do you guys think? I'm trying to see, why did he put that there twice? Okay, so here we go. So 2 Vinegar Syndrome Archive release titles are set to be unveiled during the sale. Yeah, I actually talked about this yesterday. I'm intrigued by some of them, actually. So here's the clues. See if you can figure it out. One is an impressive never on disc. Pretty much the film Samurai Danuch. Though there's a flea market coming on the weekend, so it might be a little bit. 80s action thriller with an even more impressive cast of Hollywood stars, and a score from a true cinematic maestro. So let me repeat that again. I want you guys to try and figure this out here. Help me out here. One's an impressive never on disc 80s action thriller with an even more impressive cast of Hollywood stars, and a score from a true cinematic maestro. So think about that. And the second one, okay, plus of course gratuitous nudity and violence one expects from a Canon-esque, a Canon-era sleaze film. Ooh, is this Canon? The other, well, the less said about it, the better, but it's gratuitous in a totally different way. One of our previous VSA titles, Evil Town, is already gone for good, so be sure to snap these new ones up while you get the chance. Remember, they are not part of our subscription or package. So when these are gone, these are gone. And even if you are like a yearly subscriber, the VSAs are not included in the packages. Paul Bartel said, that'd be interesting. This is gonna be big. It looks like every time lately, and like Vincent does a sale, at least it's like they're upping their game every single time. The silliest thing they did, the one major misstep was having the was doing the 5 slipcovers. I still think that was a silly idea for Cutting Class, which is a fun film. It's not a great film, but it's a fun film. Definitely not one that deserves 5 slipcovers. But aside from that, basically they've been like upping their game every time, and I've, as a movie collector, I'm taking notice. Their sales get continually better. Oh yes, Javid, the Fly box set, definitely. The features on that are incredible. I noticed that it looks to have that feature that I mentioned before, the one that talks about all the Fly series, all the Fly films, which is the whole franchise, which I think was on Eric Stoltz's one, Fly 2, and I think it still is on that feature, on that disc. So it'd be interesting to see where goes the Jeff Goldblum one's the first one, but the Eric Stoltz one is the second one. That's the one that has the feature that on the whole franchise. I guess that was a way to sell it. Isn't there so much Danuch? There is so freaking much, and that's the thing. Anvil set came out, it definitely blew away my expectations. It was way better than I thought it was going to be. The movies are extremely fun. I try to actually try to watch one or two movies a day. Every once in a while, though, I'll get into a feel kind of like just kind of a mood ragman, and I'll just like watch like a bunch of like I'll binge something, a TV thing. So my kitty's name, your name. Do you know your name? Are you De Bruno? You're De Bruno. I should my glasses are really good tonight. So there are Bruno, there's Hubert, and there is Scaredy. Those are my three cats. Scaredy has another name though. We call him Scaredy because he's often timid when it comes to like other people, but he's a general among the cats. Well, not the general. With the general's passed away, but Scaredy is like his name is Raoul. His original name. What you doing? Don't go falling. Is it all? I don't know actually. It'll be interesting to know like if it's going to be like as soon. Huh? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sorry guys. Well, I would say the Angel set is going to be similar to the pricing of the. Oh, he is a star. He's much bigger star than me, aren't you? Aren't you? Well, I'm not a star. Yes, he is. He does this. Look at you. So, when he wants to be pet, like unlike some of the other cats, he purrs a lot. He's a big purr, especially when he wants attention or when he's really happy. Uh, he comes in and he does what you just saw. He does the head tilt. He does his Michael Myers thing, where he lets me know, you're not petting me. What the hell, dude? Hopefully it'll be region free. I'd say it'll be similar in pricing to the Anvil set. I am going to. I love dogs. I had two dogs when I was younger. The first dog that I had was Labrador. Sorry, Newfoundland dog. I had a Newfoundland dog, a huge one by the name of Princess. We had two, but Princess was mine. He used to we'd put him on a big chain, and well, my grandparents would, and he would literally break the chain, and every single day would meet me after school. I was at my elementary school that I was at. He was like a timid dog, basically. Kids would like get on, he was a big dog, get on his back, could ride him and stuff like that, because I was only young. But he got like sick, and what happens, old yeller type of thing. I was gone away for the summer, and when I came back, he wasn't around anymore. And my second dog was my mom had, and then after that we had a budgie, and we had like a couple goldfish, and we had a Siamese cat for 21 years, and then when I met Hind, it's my better half's name. She had four cats, and the first one that came to me, because my better half is a animal lover, and we have like we have some rescued animals in Morocco, dogs and cats, and where our parents are on the big farm area, we do that as well. 80 pounds. Oh, that is gorgeous. So I like all animals. My kids have animals too, including like one had a bearded dragon, and was a huge like lizard fan. Had I know that my sister had a rat, which was gorgeous. That if you can do it, if you are looking in, like you ever looking into getting a pet, that's understandable, Danuch. I actually get that. If you're ever looking at getting a pet, like one thing, there's a couple things to say. One, make sure, like Danuch is thinking right, make sure one that you want the pet for long term. That's part of it's your family. This is going to be part of your family. It's not something that normally you give up on after a couple weeks. That's why I always when I hear people are getting pets for their kids for like Christmas or for like Easter or something like that, I'm like, I really hope that they're getting them to keep and not to send back in a few weeks. That is the big thing. And two, I find that when it comes to animals, they choose you. Uh, you can pick an animal, but they choose you. But mainly, if you're going to go through with like a cat or a dog, I recommend rescue, because I try to stay away from the farms and stuff like that. Uh, I do all of our animals have been rescues, and that has been completely on purpose, because the cat you just saw there was a litter of six originally. Two of them, they came knocking on my better half's door this line before she met me one night, and they said, "Can you take two cats?" We found there's like no, there's five of them. So there's a litter of five. The girl and there's one female. She's already been adopted. But can you take two? We got a house. We got a family for the other two, and so she did. She took in those two cats. Well, yeah, I've always had pets actually. Then around that night, I think later on that night, around like 12 o'clock that night, she got a call on the door. She kind of worried something was wrong. It was the people from the animal place again, and they said, well, the family that was going to take the other two cats fell through. Can you, just for a short period of time, can you take these other two as well? And she did, because she could not refuse, and had them ever since. And just before he moved away to Nova Scotia, his brother Whitey is the general, and the cat that kind of took to me first before any of the other cats did, he passed on, and it was heartbreaking. And we got a cat for my mom, but then she moved in with her boyfriend, and the area that he was in couldn't have animals, so we took that cat, which was rescued, and she was in a few of my videos because she was like really kind of loud and really furry, if you remember her or not. So she passed away this summer. She had a heart attack, but we still have the three of them there in Shala, and hopefully we will for a while. They're getting up there in age. They're older cats, so I'm sorry if I like bored you with the cat stuff. I like to have animals, even though I know eventually they're going to break my heart, because it happens. But they're worth it, because that time is worth it. I have been to Morocco, actually. So I've been to a few places in Morocco. Obviously Hind. When we have a place in Marrakesh, which is one of the big cities in Morocco. Siamese are amazing cats, and of course there's the farm, which is just outside of Marrakesh. Mostly cats and dogs, budgies I had, and a few goldfish, but mostly cats and dogs throughout my life. And I had a friend that had like a snake. I'll be here. I haven't had any rabbits. My grandfather, it was a carpenter, and we lived in Newfoundland, and there was like near a forest area, so he would catch rabbits to eat for stew. Now I did not eat the rabbits because they were bunnies, and I did not eat bunnies. That's not me. I don't do that. And I've seen them being skinned, so I am not about to do that. Yeah, then Javid, you would not have wanted to be in my house at that time, because I've seen rabbits being skinned for soup and stuff like that, and I've also I've like cleaned eels as well when I was younger. Squirted this freaking stuff on me. What was I saying before? Hold on, I was asked something, wasn't I? Oh, yeah, Morocco. Thanks. Yeah, so I've been to Casablanca, which was where my better half was born at. She was born in Casablanca, and that's a gorgeous area. If you ever get to Morocco and you like the urban like setting of Morocco, if you rats in real life aren't scary like the ones like the like sewer rats and stuff, I get it. But like the little like the cute little rats, they're much better. But I understand. I dated a girl once that wanted to get me over my fear of spiders by putting a tarantula on me. That did not work, and we broke up. So that's cool. No, I got a song stuck in my head, by the way, Ben. We went to El Suera, which you really need to go to if you go to Morocco, because that is where movies like Othello was made. That's where a lot of the like where the Beatles went to write some music, and Jimi Hendrix did, and Orson Welles and Alfred Hitchcock also went there as well. There's actually even an Orson Welles monument there, like a statue of Orson Welles. And if you're a Game of Thrones fan, then they shot some of Game of Thrones there when Daenerys is like bartering for the free the slaves. That is actually Essaouira, and I was on that castle where they shot that at. And we have our main condo, which I have not been in personally since we bought it, but I'm hoping to go there in the near future. In right in Marrakesh, and that's right in the downtown area of Marrakesh. So it's like next to everything, coffee shops and stuff like that. Oh yeah, they're freaky. And what is Morocco like? It's pretty chill. I'm a plan person, right? So I'm one of those people that likes to plan things out. Like I'm gonna watch movies. I'm gonna watch this movie, this movie. I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna have this. These are my snacks, type of thing. Morocco is chill. It's kind of like there's a reason a lot of hippies are in Morocco. It has a pretty much just a yeah, right on. It has a pretty much basically you get up and you don't quite know what you're going to do that day. When am I planning to move there? I wish I knew. Uh, in the near future, we had planned it earlier. Hey, Danny. But unfortunately, life got in the way, and we had work obligations here and family obligations as well. So we are taking it one step at a time. I want to move. I would move in the next year. Me. I don't want to hit the big 50 in North Sydney. I love North Sydney. It's a great place. It's just I'm more of an urban person. So like being in the smaller areas, it's harder for me to adjust to it. This has been a hard adjustment for me. Probably the hardest adjustment I've had since I moved from Alberta back to Cowhead, which was really hard. Neither actually, but that's a really good question. I will continue to do YouTube. Hopefully the internet's going to be great there. The actually Europe is PAL. Here is NTSC. Morocco and other areas are SECAM. SECAM. I found that out by going online and finding out just the way that a lot of people would know. PAL plays over there as well. So basically, PAL plays in SECAM regions. So it's PAL. It's more PAL than NTSC. I got to use a region-free player for NTSC, but I wouldn't like for that. Don't be. I mean, get outside your comfort zone for it, and because it's going to be one of the greatest things that you do. And here's an important thing. Hey, Brian, welcome. That I got to say. Places like Morocco and areas like that, some people are often like gets scared. It's scary. It's different. People talk different. But they depend like strongly. Their economy is tourism. That's their economy. So stuff can happen anywhere, like in your backyard or next door or whatever. But they definitely go above and beyond. I got to see this in person actually, to keep tourists safe. So Morocco is actually a really good place to go for that. There's I always recommend you go somewhere. Like it doesn't have to be Morocco. That's the place that I like, but always check it out. Ooh, I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. But definitely go to a place where the food's going to be different, where people aren't going to be speaking the language that you're going to pick up on stuff. You're going to like find some new experiences. You might, if you're single, you might you might meet a nice lady, and you pick up on like on phrases, on languages and stuff like that too. The more you immerse yourself to a place, I have friends that have gone off to Europe, to Paris, and that, and they came back like they were horrible at French in high school, and they came back like speaking pretty good French because they just immersed themselves in the culture. And that's the way to do it. Go out, have fun. It's all right, and it's okay to be a bit nervous about it. I don't know if I could get that dungeon. I It was a great film. It was so well done. I don't know if I could watch Irreversible again. I really don't. It was one of those. I watched it twice, and 24 items. Holy crap! You know, there's like the Vincent sale coming up too. Though, if they've got a good sale, I don't know what Grindr's sale's like. I haven't seen it, but it is gorgeous. I mean, like I saw the case to Irreversible. It is gorgeous. It's just I'm not sure if I can handle it, man. Certain movies like that, you see them there, and you're yeah, that's another one. There's certain films like they're beautifully done, they're wonderful, they're great to look at, great to watch. My kitty cat's gone. Uh, but yearly package, oh dude, I'm so jealous of you, Danny. I don't think I can afford it. Martyrs is a tough watch for me. I did watch Martyrs a couple times. I did watch the remake as well. It wasn't as good. I credit them for trying to do it, but I like the original. That it stuck with me. I watched it mostly because I watched Pretty Little Liars. Don't laugh at me, but I did. And the girl from Pretty Little Liars in the Martyrs remake. Now, what was I going to say? Yeah, Martyrs stuck with me. Is one of those. The whole like French new wave of horror that happened, like for that period, it did. Like really, I really enjoyed it. Like when all of a sudden you're like, we got like Frontiers, and there's Inside, and there's Razor Blade Smile. What's it called? High Tension. Who's in Enter the Void? Want me to find out for you? I shall find out. I think it's a girl that I like. She's kind of cute, actually. Oh yeah, she's in it. So Nathaniel Brown, Paz de la Huerta. Ooh, it's the one that I was thinking of. Cyril Roy, Ollie Alexander, Emily Allen Lind. So I don't think James. No, I don't think James Franco's in this one. Let's see. There's Milton James. PlayStation 9. Have a great evening, dude. I'm trying to decide what I'm gonna have for supper. I haven't had supper yet. I literally came home, like talked to my better half, and then came downstairs to after I came the cats, of course. Oh yeah, because I was worried. I was so worried I was going to have to call her and say, "Oh, by the way, I forgot to lock the door. Or one of the cats might have gotten out," and then my videos wouldn't go on very much longer because she'd kill me, and then I'd be in the backyard somewhere in a shallow grave of some sort. That's what would happen. So I have no illusions of the cats being more important than me. It's a number, right? Like so many days, like because it's like that's what it is, right? Or so many days, so many hours. It's like so it's just a number. Like I'm not sure if it's 72 or 41 up. I can't remember the name, but somebody here will remember it. But it was a big film, though. James Franco, I will always remember, of course, for The Disaster Artist, which I adore. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. And that's why I didn't go into acting. Reincarnation Peter Proud. Good movie, by the way. Haven't seen it in ages. Get it to Gene. There's a lot of different ones there, but like I get the vegetarian tagine. They usually have like a good lamb tagine, and basically what a tagine is in Newfoundland we have something that's called a Sunday dinner, and what that means is like every Sunday, like your parents, your grandparents would like cook up a storm, like they boil vegetables, and there'd be like chicken, and we'd have uh, like peas pudding, and we'd have like molasses pudding and like bread pudding and all this. We'd have like a huge like amount of stuff. At a I wish my better half she'd have some dishes for you right out of the way. But in a tagine, it's like couscous, and there's like there'll be vegetables in it, and whatever meat you choose that'll be in there as well. And it's an easy one. Uh, you can eat it like that, or you can just or where it's couscous, you can actually kind of roll it up and eat it if you want to. Oh, he was amazing as what time I saw. But even better was his brother, actually. No. As much as I would talk about like going out and experiencing new things, haggis is something that I know all about. I have seen it in person. I do not want haggis. I'm not even a meat lover, guys. I don't eat meat to enjoy. I eat meat to survive. Because look at me. I'm not a big guy, obviously. A little bit, but so does blood pudding, and some people really love that. My parents love that. 27 days. It could be delicious. Like let's face it. Like there's a lot of foods like that I thought I would completely hate that I loved, and once I gave it a chance, can I be honest with you? That's not one of the foods I'm going to give it a chance to. Just saying that. It could be the fact that Danny, that it's backstocked, and it could be just like they could, if it's the stuff that's going out of print, there could be just so many in a warehouse that's got to come out from the warehouse before it gets sent to you. Hopefully that's the case, and you're going to get them, and it's not something where they're looking like, oh damn, we don't have them after all. So let's hope it's just at a warehouse somewhere that they got to like get it sent to before they send it out to you. I don't know of anybody that's like lost like an order from Screen Factory that way. I could not eat a 40 ounce steak. Although I do like steak, I prefer pork chop actually, which is my better half is more of like a more of a steak person. But see, when I was growing up, my uncle used to make a lot of pork chops, and we'd barbecue them. Like he knew that I wasn't a huge meat lover, so what he'd do, like to make sure that I'd eat it, was he would like lather it in like in barbecue sauce, and it was so good. He was such a good cook. I miss him a lot actually. Yeah, that's the way I've heard from a lot of people, cat lovers. Like the orders are not like coming in all together. They're kind of like slowly trickling in. What's movie I'm gonna watch tonight? I'm looking at Salvage actually, because I like that style of film. I've actually been kind of curious about watching it. I got an earlier shift tomorrow, so it's gonna be an earlier watch for me. I'm not looking forward to. I'm looking forward to more in one way. But because it's closer to Sunday, which is closer to flea market day, which is closer to another day done, and my better half's back, and I know I'm not going to see her till late her time tomorrow, because like um, she's getting together with like a bunch of her friends, and like that's gonna be a late night. I'll be talking to a very tipsy better half tomorrow. I'm pretty sure of it. Uh, Ever watched the sequel before the original film? I'm trying to think, actually. Maybe I have. Hmm. Maybe. Not. Hey, Cool Blue. Not Friday the 13th, because I watched those in order. Not Mad Max, although a lot of people didn't see those in order. I saw Mad Max before I saw Road Warrior. Uh, I don't know if I have. I'm sure there is. There's somewhere. There's something that I've seen that wasn't in order. I mean, I'm certain there's got to be something. Well, I can't remember right now, though. I can't remember one, like, off the top of my head. Um, yeah, no, I'm pretty OCD about, like, seeing things in order. But, like, that being said, was there a time that the movie came out and there was a sequel that I went back and watched the original? But it's a great question, though. No, Halloween's. I saw all the Halloween's in order. I remember watching Halloween, the original Halloween, in on TV when they premiered it on the ABC movie. I think it was ABC. It was ABC movie, and they had, like, these really scary, for me anyway at the time, like, trailers, and with the guy with the voice, right? It was like, tonight Halloween, and they just show we'd hear the music. John Carpenter's Halloween. It was the good old days. I may have seen Night Strangler before Night Stalker. Hey, Cinematek. So there you go. Maybe I think I saw Night Strangler before I saw Night Stalker. So that's one. So VHS trailers. Actually, oh, maybe I should watch that tonight then. I think I'm just going to grab the, because it's going to be expensive for, like, the $40 edition. I'm going to, even though I live here, where I live next to Valentine's Bluff, I'm just going to grab the edition that comes out, when it comes out, probably from Amazon. So before I go, which I'm going to have to do soon because I'm starving, let us open up Virgins from Hell, because I'm intrigued by the second disc, because it has 2 discs. I think my dad has this section. This is, like, right up my dad's alley. It's a type movie. Kick-ass girls and exploitation, and probably a ton of nudity. Welcome to Danuch. We are opening up Virgins from Hell. Which is a double disc set. And has a trailer tape. So I am so stoked about it. I love trailer tapes. Oh, you forgot George C. Scott was in Exorcist 3? Man, George C. Scott's the man. I love George C. Scott. Changeling, Exorcist 3, Hardcore. Just an incredible actor. Let's try and get off this sticky stuff. I remember a friend was thinking, like, George C. Scott, was haunted in The Changeling. When George C. Scott goes so scary, you could probably haunt everyone else. I did see the indicator announcements for, like, for Night Tide and movies and those films. So here is Virgins from Hell, disc 1, and disc 2 is Destination Jakarta, which is a trailer, the one that I'm pretty sure is exclusive to this release. And Destination Jakarta is 70 minutes of trailers from the studio behind Virgins from Hell. So I'm very intrigued to check that out. Oh, I might check that out tonight. Because I can just sit back and watch it. I don't think I did, actually. I remember one that he did where he played the President of the United States. That didn't last very long. I have not seen Dr. Sleep yet, so don't spoil for me. I do want to see it, though. Yeah, I'm a huge trailer compilation guy, and I love the fact that Virgins has that on there. that one's still out, or is that one still available when it comes to their stuff? Let's find out. Let's check. Mondo Macabro. Yeah, it is a Secret of the Shining. We're working on our site at the moment. Come back soon. Guess I don't know. So yeah, they're apparently working on their site right now. I forgot he was in Anatomy of a Murder. There's an Arrow streaming channel. There is in the UK. Because they get all the good stuff. I have to take a picture. Give me a second here. Not of me, so I'll turn around. Bloody hell. Lighting. Let's do this correctly. There we go. But no Criterion channel. We do, sort of. Vinegar Syndrome used to have a streaming service. It was originally going to be called like Skin of Flicks or something like that, but when it eventually came out, guys, it was called Exploitation.tv. It was actually really good. They didn't have like a ton of stuff on there, but hey, any fan, but they had like they had a few things, and definitely enough to enjoy. I actually supported them because I wanted to support them putting out more physical release. Money coming from Exploitation TV at the time was going directly to making new remasters of films. So before I end up going, everything that I got today, it was cool. They do. Full Moon streams like a lot of Blue Underground stuff too. So AC/DC, so I'm a huge fan. As far as film-wise, for people that came late, I missed the unboxing stuff. Thank you to Danuch, by the way. And my screams came as well, so those are. So this was today's haul, which I think is pretty freaking awesome. So guys, you can thank Danuch for this video because he's the reason this video got made. It's going to be hard getting to the kangaroo scene in Cinematech, but I would do it. I would do it again because I want to rewatch this film a lot. Kind of want to see Saw Night Blood in it as well. So I'm tired, guys. I apologize. I've been up since 6 this morning. I am Aaron. I totally forgot that for a second. This is my movie library. This video was sponsored by Danuch. And if you ever want this a video sponsored by you, that you can do that through either Patreon or you can do it through donation to the movie library, which I will say. Grilled cheese, I think. I think it's pretty simple, pretty standard, grilled cheese. And I might get, I've got some like those, what do you call them? Pickles, the ones that you put in the oven. Vinegar Syndrome are in the US. So I will not get sponsored. You are the movie club. You guys are awesome. Have a great evening. I have to work early tomorrow, so I'm going to make an earlier night of it. So I'm going to try and watch a movie. Oh, kitty cat. I'm going to try and watch a movie tonight before I go to sleep. I do not work on Sundays, so more than likely you're going to see another video on Sunday, as long as I am not too tired to do it. And maybe I'll find something at the flea market. So yeah, AC/DC, shaking me all night long. Have a great night. And again, thanks, Danuch. Thanks a lot.